Oh, hello, people. My name is Kale Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew ho. Very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send. It's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't will make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Fa check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Fa check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level, fa check it. Fa check it, check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
We are surely back from the weekend, and you know when we come back from the weekend like this, it is work, 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 and work. Sammy Flex, I am seated comfortably in my abode here in Soto, Accra, to be specific. And of course, I want you to know that as much as we have life, we can only work. That is all we've got to do. Editorial, because I am still moving around, making sure the showbiz activities, none will beat me, though I am still busily handling Sha'awale and all the workload that comes with it. I still have to make sure I am at some places. I'm just like Ronnie is everywhere. Sammy Flex is everywhere, making sure that we are still giving you what we have to give you. Now, this editorial is actually going to be hugely or heavily focused on Sonnie Badu's concert. That is the Rhythms of Africa concert, before the concert, during the concert, and after the concert. I have information on all this. So in case you missed it and you want the reviews, you want the report, Sammy Flex, I'm just about to give that to you right here in the editorial. So welcome. Digital Rasta Currency is on camera. Richie Flex is the editor director of the show, and I know Tap Tap Send is still holding us down. So if you are watching me, Christmas is here. If you have to send money from abroad to Ghana, remember that platform, that app to do that for you with ease is Tap Tap Send. Tap Tap Send is what you need at every point in time. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the issues. Remember that before the concert of Sonnie Badu's African Rhythms worship, something became a talking point. And that thing is obviously the domestic accident he suffered, where he got injured in the foot, went to the hospital, and he did a major surgery about it. He told us it was a domestic accident, but then it called for a major surgery. Because of that, many people started feeling bad about it for him. Many people were so sad that, at the time that the man of God was going to stage his concert, that is the much talked about concert, heavily publicized by some of his media team, including our own brother Arnold Asamoah Badu and the rest of the people, we were all highly expectant of the show. So when it happened, obviously, some people were not too excited about it. But he was able to run around town a little bit, granting interviews even in crutches and making sure that at every point in time, he will still be available to do the work of God. He did it. We saw how he moved from one station to the other, still limping, yet he was able to do the work. And I want to say that he who is determined to do something, nothing can stop the person. And Sonnie Badu showed us that spirit of determination. Even with that, there were people who doubted the supposed domestic accident. Of course, social media is one of the ways that you determine some of these things. Some people will come on social media, write some sort of post and make some statements that suggested that to them, there was nothing like an accident. We saw some of them. In fact, there's no need to pull them here and there. But some prominent people, even in the industry, made some posts that suggested that, oh, to them, there was nothing like a domestic accident. And according to them, they saw it to be a hype. They saw it to be some media stunt of a sort. They saw it to be something that could just generate talkability before the concert. This is the kind of world we live in. Even when you are dying and you are able to pick your call or your phone and you are able to record and tell someone, oh, I'm dying, or maybe this is my last shot, someone will tell you, oh, it's a hype. So I was not surprised. Knowing my position in this space, knowing my experience, knowing the information I have, the truth and the lies, I was not surprised people were speaking like that. And that was fair. He was able to do all the publicity that he was supposed to do with the event. And finally, the event days was on. In fact, it was a free day for me, because we were supposed to go to Lembele that way and the show had to be postponed for another date. So I had some free weekend. I decided to get myself busy. After all, to go to some of these places. And when I go to some of these places, I learned so many things. I go there as a journalist to observe. I go there as an artist manager to also watch and learn. Pick some 1 or 2 lessons, and again, some traps or some accidents or offenses that will happen. I also learned how to avoid them in my next attempt with my artist. So I was there at the Grand Arena here in Accra, the Accra International Conference Center. Once again, thanks to Arnold Asamoah Badu, who made sure I got my VIP ticket to go and see the event. Shout outs to you, Bra Arnold. I really appreciate that. Now, let's move on. On the day, if there is one single artist whose name has really filled the Grand Arena, it is Sonnie Badu. Make no mistake to mention any other artist name. The Grand Arena. I know so many artists have done shows there, but none has been able to fill it like Sonnie Badu did. In fact, the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards that uses the place as their home, the kind of audience I saw in that auditorium, I'm not sure I've seen them pull that audience before, because at every point in time, when you go to the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards, you're able to walk at the back freely. But this time around, there was not even a single space for you to walk at the back. Everywhere was filled. And I trusted Sonnie Badu's strength. I trusted his charisma. Because like I'm saying, I've seen so many artists go to the Grand Arena to do shows. They come forward and they start speaking like, oh, we fill the Grand Arena. No, they don't feel it like that. At all times, it is the people in front of the middle. The people in front of the stage and those in the middle, that's it. That has been the experience. I've been to several shows, uncountable times at the Grand Arena. And I can tell you what I am saying is not from a hearsay. It is from fact, things I witnessed with my naked eye. So when I was in the auditorium last Saturday, I came from the back before going to the VIP space. Guys, there was no space. Like, there was no single space like we go there and be having fun. None. I didn't see anything like that. You would struggle to walk through. The place was filled, like heavily filled. Congratulations to Sonnie Badu. I was so excited. I was so happy that, wow, finally, someone has told us he can do something bigger than the Grand Arena in recent times. in recent times. Of course, Shatawale has done the 20,000 capacity Fantasy Dome before when he was doing his Storm or Rain album, one of them. After the storm, after the storm or rain, one of them. So that's what I'm saying. In recent times, someone to do that particular place, Sonnie Badu did it. And if someone tells you otherwise, tell the person that Sammy Flex has said on Sammy Flex TV, the editorial, that Sonnie Badu filled the place to capacity, filled to the brim. It did it. Now let's come to supporting artists. I think he was able to build some of the creme de la creme among our gospel artists. I watched the performance of Nasi. I watched the performance of PSA Esther. I watched the performance of Perez Music. I watched the performance of MOG. I watched the performance of Joe Mettil. And who else? Of course, there were some Nigerian artists who performed. Some of them I didn't even know. The only person that I can talk about is Pray. But let me finish with the Ghanaian artist, gospel artist first before I come to Pray or Dede or something like that. Pray was a phenomenal performer. Oh my goodness. He was given just 10 minutes to perform. But what he did with the 10 minutes, some people who had even more than 10 minutes, I'm not sure they were able to do it. Of course, to the Ghanaian artists who supported, it was their turf, it was their crowd. So I'm not sure what they did would be considered as an extra thing, because these are people who they have been meeting, singing their songs, they understand the words in their song and all that. So to them, it did not come to me as a surprise with what they did. After all, everybody brought his A game. It is a Sonnie Badu concert, so you cannot come to a Sonnie Badu concert and do just anything or act anyhow. The guy is an action man, he is a performer. So if you are coming for a Sonnie Badu concert, obviously, you also have to come with your A game. So all the people I've mentioned who performed, they were great. But if you ask me, who was your star performer among the supporting artists, I'll go for Pray from Nigeria, Ebezina Hitmaker. Wow! I just want to salute him. He took over the stage. He took over the show. His 10 minutes were well spent on the stage. The impact, the energy. Oh, goodness. Or maybe if you want me to say the unction or the anointing to speak the religious way, I can. But I just want to speak as a showbiz person and not the spiritual or the religious way. Prayer was just phenomenal. His performance was out of this world. Did on that stage, oh my goodness, was top notch. And I can't say much. Charlie, the thing, if you know, you know. And if you take your craft serious, some of these things, they prove it. They make it so obvious that, yeah, the guy did it. And to me, I was so happy that I witnessed him perform at least for the first time here in Ghana. And I was a living witness, or I'm a living witness to what he was able to do. I enjoyed every bit of his performance, and I would just want to recommend such a performance to other people. Charlie, it is not about getting 1 hour to perform. It's not about getting 30 minutes to perform. The little minutes you get on the stage, you can still make a statement with it. And that was what Pray did. He made a statement with a little minute he got on the stage. He killed the performance, like flawless performance. And I can't say much. I can just say big ups to him. Now let's come to Sonnie Badu's performance itself. Sonnie has always been that phenomenal performer, unless you don't know him. Sonnie Badu is that artist who comes on a stage of a gospel event with style, with swag, with attitude. Like everything that you can think of in a performer, Sonnie Badu has got it. So I was ready to see that, and I was not disappointed. In fact, my only disappointment was the fact that I actually thought he would be coming in some wheelchair or something. I actually thought he would be coming wearing his limping sticks or crutches. That was what I thought. I thought that was how he was going to appear on the stage. So when I saw him looking all energetic, jumping and dancing on the stage, I said, wow, God is good. I never knew he had that energy. He had that strength. Or I never knew he was going to have that energy, or he was going to have that strength because of what he had suffered before the concert. After the concert, I've seen people writing on social media, oh, where did Sonnie Badu's injury and all those, where did they go to? People were asking about it. But as a performer myself, and I'm saying perform because what I'm doing here, I'm performing. Sometimes the things we can hide, the pains we can hide just to come and deliver, people have no idea. And I know so many artists go through that as well. So many artists go through so much pains just to deliver. Later, they go back and cry. I've been with artists who have gone through something like that. They are not feeling well. All is not well with them. But put them on the stage and you not feel it. Put them on the stage and if you are not in their body, you won't get it. I know they will come back on the stage and start crying. So when many people saw Sonnie Badu jumping and doing all those things on the stage, and when later he finished the performance, he went for the crutches. I know that has become talk of town on social media. People are making fun of him. Hey, also for publicity, media stunt, all those things, they are saying it. But I am closer to artists. I know what artists suffer. Yet they hide their pains to entertain people. I've seen some before with my naked eyes. So you pardon them. Of course, we are in a free world. As much as they are not defaming him, they can go ahead and say what they want to say. But me, I know that sometimes some of these things happen. You might think the artist does not feel pain. They feel it. But they do it just so you and I will be entertained. But Sonnie also did something marvelous that I have to make a mention of. Whilst he was performing, he realized that the sound output was not the best for him. Of course, he complained one or two. And at a point, he even told the audience that he's sorry that he has to cut the performance for some 1 minute for them to fix the sound. And really and truly, the sound guys failed at some things, especially with the monitors on the stage. Because it was not only Sonnie Badu who complained. When Nasi was on the stage, I saw him signaling, complaining. When Prey was on the stage, I saw him signaling and complaining. And then the main performer of the night came and it was the same story. The monitors were not the best. And that aspect of the show, I'm sure they will only get a minus. But top production. Big ups to George Quay. And I'm so happy that George Quay's drive to start Image Bureau is making sense now. I know when he moved from Charterhouse to start his thing, I'm so sure it would come with so many challenges. I'm so sure it would have come with so many stress, difficulties. And maybe at a point he might even feel, why did I even put myself here? Why this stress? When maybe I was comfortably working and taking my monthly salary. But today, I want to believe his Image Production is one of the run-to companies if you want to do event production in Ghana. Solid production, from light, stage setting, everything. The only minus that the event suffered will be the sound. The monitors were not very active and powerful for the performers. Most of them complained on the day. And Sonnie Badu even had to tell the people that let's pause. Let them tweak the sound right. Let them get it right before we can continue with the performance. So in all, the Sonnie Badu's African Rhythm Worship was a successful concert. And I was so proud that at least I experienced it. I monitored it. I observed it. I can hit my chest and say, I am so happy to have experienced such a concert. And people were calling for an encore of it. At least there were some people who even said every year we should have the African Rhythms Worship concert here in Ghana. Every year, people called for it. The quality of the audience, that one cannot be overlooked. Quality people in Ghana society, among ministry, church elders, pastors, church owners, reverend ministers, prophets, media people, they were all there in their numbers, and they did marvelous to support the should I call him professor? Okay, maybe I should call him Dr. Sonnie Badu. They did so well to support Dr. Sonnie Badu. And how can I forget the emceeing abilities of Nathaniel Atto, aka Citizen Atto? He was also phenomenal as the MC. I know he has been doing stuff related to sports, boxing, football here and there, but what he brought on that stage for a gospel event was wow. He had the skill, he had the flair, he had the energy. at every point, that when he's on a stage to do a thing or two, you feel part of what he was doing. He wasn't, you know, you go for some shows and the MCs are far away from the event. But no, he commanded the event as his thing. And if you're looking for an MC, I'm sure Nathaniel Atto should be that your choice of MC that you can always rely on. He was fantastic. Like, he was fantastic. Of course, he's got the style and energy, costume-wise, appearance, like everything that you need in an MC. Nathaniel Atto, aka Citizen Atto, has it. You can always trust that he'll deliver. At least Sammy Flex is telling you this. You can take my words. Nathaniel Atto is that master MC, and he killed it on the show. He killed it. He brought his A game on. So in all, I think I would mark the event at least about a 95% minus the 5 with regards to the sound. Everything was beautiful, everything was successful, and if you ask me, should we do it again? I'll say yes, let's do it again. I met some people who said, oh, why didn't you come with Shatawale for this show? I said, no problem. The next event, when they extend an invitation to him, I'm sure he will come. And this is what we are looking for as an industry. Beautiful production, works that will inspire others to also do beautiful like that. And I want to say big ups to the team behind the production of the Sonnie Badu in Ghana concert. That's the African Rhythms worship concert. It was beautiful. Congrats to you, Sammy Flex. I endorse this. I'm out of here. Let's meet again to do some more. We out.